Death comes for us all, but you first.
Alistair and I are nearly to the delivery controls. Vault Hunter, clear the room. We can't let that key fragment get into zealot hands.
Do it for the jump! Scrap! Jump.
Worth. Scrap, junk to junk.
Protect the back. Cast out the heretics. Jump that Lundy! Itching for a fight.
Your brogue is laughable! Laughable!
You look better with bullets.
Ow! This one has conviction! Hands me!
Secure the area while we endlessly respawn the COV.
I can show you such things! He will protect me! Suck on death!
The game is running better tonight, though. A lot less drops, except for your issue, Justin. That's pretty bad, but the frame rate isn't nothing tonight.
It's a closet full of
Yeah,
color-coded
that's true.
levers and dials. Winnie, you didn't tell me we needed to solve an
I can change that if you want.
Nonsense.
Oh, yeah?
An elaborate puzzle
What
with its
kind?
own reward.
These grenades.
Vault Hunter, all you
Grenades
have to
make
do
it
is
chug.
push the request
Do
button
it.
by that delivery pipe and open the two
Just see what a difference it makes.
We'll solve this puzzle over on our end. Let's
Need
see.
uh,
That's this
need some
lever
enemies
here.
around.
Crank back the amplitude
Throw in
here.
a bunch of them.
Okay.
Winnie,
My
honey,
sister has both Zelda. I'm
sister
just gonna
finds
borrow
us.
hers. I picked up
Set
Smash
down the
Bros.
cup,
That's cool. You gonna
pull
play
the
some
silver
Smash Bros with
chain,
Carly?
and here it comes,
Parker, sorry, I
Vault
took a
Hunter.
minute to read that. My bad.
Nope.
Definitely not the right one.
I'm gonna buff these rifles. I love these like
Alistair, look around for clues.
old school
I found a stuffed fish with a code on it. That'll be the answer.
infantry
Alistair, read me
rifles
the
they added to
clues
the
and I'll
game.
solve it. I'm
Just haven't
hardly
gotten
in
to
the
use
mood
one in a long time.
Fire here, Eagle Crab 7 Windigo. This is the fun part, Alistair. Try and enjoy it. There, the code's in. Vault Hunter, hit the request button. This time for sure.
Wasn't meant to be.
Hells, bells, the fish was a red herring. Watch out for more zealots, Vault Hunter.
Granada! It does chug, you're right.
Not enough of them. They're dying too quick.
They are fucking dying too quick. This is just evaporation of the enemies.
Will you please hurry up with this? I do not relish the notion of a
killed
confrontation
myself.
with my sister. God damn it,
How'd you get
Alistair,
up
my
without
father's dead.
us
My
picking you
company
up?
is in the hands of bandits, and I'm trading away my
Guardian Angel.
inheritance because
Oh.
I had to save your life. If I have
It's
to
so
enjoy
weird that they
myself
nerfed
while
Guardian
solving
Angel,
the
that
last
idea that
puzzle,
like
I'll
you only
follow
get
them
50% of
for
your health, but all you gotta
I
do is
damn
get
well
one
shall.
perk into the survivor tree,
You are right. I'm
and
sorry.
you've gotten
So in that case, I should
that
not point
skill
out the code written on the ceiling.
even better.
What? Oh, damn. Blue lever, white
Yeah.
button, brass chain. Alistair, you beautiful bastard. This is it. Vault Hunter, press the button.
There's the Grand Reserve.
Ha ha, what'd I tell you? Easy as pie. Key fragment should be right inside. You're on your way. That'll take you to the distillery room. You're coming up on it now. This wing of the house has been poorly tended to since even before the harpy got her frigid claws on it. My father considered groundskeepers to be a useless frivolity, like lullabies or birthday parties, when all I wanted was a damn clown who could tie balloon animals. Yeah, sorry, tamping that one back down now. Nearly done it. Ha! I wish I could see the look on that harpy's face when she finds out.
Wish granted. Hands above your heads, please.
This is straight up a scene from It. Just one last nod before you kill off this character that, just like Maya, we've got a really twist and turn in the lore.
Aurelia, as your brother, I implore you to stop this.
Step aside, Alistair.
Does she not have a unique attached to her? Is she not farmable?
If you want to kill Wainwright, then you will have to...
Ooh.
Yes, I know.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and watch the Flacca shoot on her face.
Let's have a chat, shall we?
I'll let you guys get this one. I'll get the next one.
Okay.
Hit her with this Jericho.
Assuming that was a Jericho, it says kill enemies with radiation damage. Does that also count as damage for us? I need to pick that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find him. Oh. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Get him!
So, that's what hope feels like.
They'll be singing songs about that one.
Alistair.
Worth.
Alistair, are you alright?
I think I had the
You were shot
creeping
just as much
death.
as I was. Oh, I'll be fine. Not the first time I've had lead in my belly. Just have to clench. Ha! Oh.
Thank you, Vault Hunter, for giving her
What
a
is it?
chance of humoring
Burning
a blind
tribal.
fool of a brother.
Oh,
You
the
two learn
tribal
about the
Tia.
frog,
I
yeah?
have not fucking think
We
they're
will
very good
survive
at all,
the
but
objective for launch.
hopefully you have a different
You
result.
to finish the task.
You got a weird
Yeah.
fire pattern.
The vault. To reveal the entrance, you'll
A
have
weird
to solve
projectile,
some
I mean.
right statue-based riddles out in the
Yeah,
garden.
he's a little strange, yeah.
You rich folk and your riddles and
But maybe
puzzles
on
and
Amari it
genuine
does more
mourning of dead
damage.
family members.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
hoping
I
for that
do
elemental bonus.
apologize. Are you hearing
We'll do
this,
smoke.
Alistair? The Vault Hunters lost all whimsical intrigue.
Forgive when he gets cranky when he's been shot. Do just try solving the riddles, Vault Hunter.
Yeah,
The first
930
statue is out
damage
there
per
on the
second
terrace.
base.
Just have to recreate
It's a lot of
how the
damage.
subject
Once you
But a
clear
weird
the
little
path to the
grenade
vault,
thing.
I will
I was
join
trying
you
to
with
use
the
it
rest
to
of
farm the
vault.
Ravager, and I didn't seem to be doing anything to him. But again,
Singleton
got a
got
different
held
character,
up,
different
and all
build.
he cared to do was inspect the bore of the robber's rifle. That is, until the robber shot him in the face. Head to the menagerie next.
It's a menagerie.
Yep, old Maddox spent so much time looking out the window he never noticed that his butler was plotting his demise. Gothic drama. The final riddle is in the greenhouse. This greenhouse was installed by my grandfather, Warden. The first Jacobs to sell firearms to someone without a mustache.
Yeah, it's pretty
Man of
trash.
great vision, great greed. It was him that made Jacobs into a galactic
Maybe there's something
name,
we're
even
missing
if
in it
was
though,
just
because
a
it seems like it should be
line in
good.
his wallet.
Yeah.
You sniffed all those riddles out like a saurian in heat. Get back
Yes.
to the terrace.
Nighthawk
There'll be a
is
switch
way
to
better.
reveal the entrance to the vault. See, Winnie? The Vault Hunter enjoys solving elaborate puzzles as much as you do. Yes. Yes, I do suppose the heart of an adventurer still beats within you, Vault Hunter.
I'm adventurous as hell. I've eaten street meats you've never even heard of. Honestly, fry anything and I'll eat it.
There she is, Vault Hunter. My family legacy. A small price to pay, I think, for bringing the Jacobs Corporation back into its rightful hands. You have my thanks.
We did it. Alright, hey, Grave Ward. Let's see how we do. Let's try that Jericho on the ye old Grave Ward.
Head to the vault. I will meet you there.
Okay. I'm gonna assume it's gonna die in less than 10 seconds. That's my bet.
This guy?
Yes. He's got an increased chance to drop the earworm, which has the exciting effect of doing a guitar solo every single time you shoot it. Other than that, it's a blue with subpar damage. Enjoy. Farm at your leisure.
Fantastic.
You made it. The fragment, Vault Hunter.
It's a blue.
It's a blue. It's a unique.
Get the fun shots for your gunshots at Dr. Z's Portable Clinic.
We haven't much time. It's a thing I heard someone say once, and I always wanted to try it. Anyway, there's no time for parlor
Yeah,
tricks.
just open the
I will
door.
assemble the vault.
Sounds like she's in the room with us. Oh, she is in the room with us. Holy crap. I don't remember this part.
Copy.
Hard copy. There we go. Just throw that fucking pieces of paper together and bundle them together with some fire. A little bit, and voila!
I trust you know where to
Oh,
put
it's
that.
almost like she's got siren powers.
They're definitely making a survival crafting game next. What the hell? Hey, it looks pretty sweet when he's just sitting
Take
here.
care of the vault monster. Then we will eradicate it before the Calypsos arrive.
So I've glitched out of this map before, but I wasn't able to
Makes no
explore it
sense.
enough. I'll bet there's some
supposed to be an enormous
wacky stuff
monster
out there.
inside a vault.
I got it on
Where'd
my,
you get out?
I filmed it. I used my clone, and then as I was flying through the air, I gave myself a new U, and it just let me live down there.
Oh. Nice.
So I went and started trying to explore it, and then I ended up going through this black void. And I fell a long time, probably a good 2 minutes. And eventually hit a kill wall, but it was far down.
Get a monster.
Like, it was so far down, it wasn't drawing anything anymore except for my shadow, and so I lost all sense of up and down. Except that I could look all the way down and see my shadow. But other than that, there's no gun anymore, no character model anymore. Like I said, I've got it on film. I'm hoping to be able to do it again so that we can maybe find something out there. Some lost civilization.
Maybe I'll take a breather.
Yeah, he's outlasted the 10 seconds, but I don't think he's going to hit the 30-second mark.
Oh.
Stay down, scrub.
I'm unstoppable.
Well done, Vault Hunter. Now, I've been working on some experiments.
Maybe 40 seconds.
That should allow us to neutralize
Not
the
too
vault
long, though.
monster.
Rendering it useless to the Calypsos.
We've all, what, only killed this guy 3 million times?
Breathe, Tannis.
In there,
You
about
can
to.
do this.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
Mayhem
Step
awaits!
back. As I said, experimental tech. Yes, it's working. I hope.
You, all right there, Tannis?
Just a little more.
She's popping out zits.
Excellent, it worked. I told Lilith it would.
Oh.
Sir Hammerlock once
I
told me that
bet.
when hunting a beast, it's best
Classic
to deny
game.
its sustenance. Starving creatures make mistakes. Now Tyrene Calypso will be unable to derive power from the vault monster.
What
The,
the actual
bitch.
Did you just kill the vault monster
Someone want a
for
bitch?
real? Come on. Now there's no
You just
point
get
in
it
any
from
of this.
Grave Ward?
Ah, I'm so hungry.
What's your luck at?
I guess I don't know, leech a pile of tinks? They're like popcorn shrimp, but more screamy.
You guys really suck. You know that?
Yeah, the Grave Ward's just the bitch just isn't the same anymore.
We're alone. You may proceed into the
Thing
vault
was always
and
so
collect your
good.
loot. Meanwhile, I will examine the Iridium technology out here.
It's a pretty rough roll too. Minus 29% enemy damage. Hey, what else is in here?
I think it's always like that, but I don't know.
Is it? No.
Yeah, 'cause I got another one that was like negative 35 or some shit.
We'll wait. Maybe Whistle wants this one. Maybe it's a decent roll then. I'll look at the parts. I wonder why it would always have a negative on it. It's not a mash or anything. They like try to balance the masher by giving it at base the grip always has minus 65% damage or so. Oh yeah, he's looking at that masher. Where'd the skull from? Can you hear us, Whistle? Hello? Hopefully you'll get to skip all this shit. Streams with Jedi. What up, man? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're running through TVHM.
Indeed connected to the Promethea vault you
Bro.
opened. As well
Everyone's
as
already on.
Pandora,
How you doing, Whistle?
and a fourth vault symbol I do not recognize.
All right, what's going
Could
on?
Tyrene Calypso be telling the truth about the Great Vault? I am
Oh, you
concerned.
know,
Come
just
out and we
complaining.
will return to Sanctuary together. Lilith will want to hear about this.
Don't be silly.
Alright. Change should be just outside. Did we go right to Troy after this? No, no. It's gotta be, it's Pain and Tear, right? We have to go through Pain and Tear to get to Troy.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I thought we were making so much progress yesterday, but turns out we still got a while to go. I won't be able to stay for long. I have school in the morning. I need to go to sleep soon. Okay. It's a good idea, man. Get some sleep.
Disconcerting.
What'd you say, Wilso?
Die. Do it, do it, do it.
Turns out it's a Borderlands.
Yeah, it turns out.
And she's gone. Oh, man. When you killed that monster, I was like, shit. But we've got our eye on a bigger prize.
This dialogue, though. Personally approved by Mr. Pitchford himself.
Damn it! Vault Hunter, I need you back on Sanctuary now.
Go back to Sanctuary? We never have to go back to Sanctuary after shit. What craziness will happen next?
Tell my boy the
Alright,
Reaper
I'm
to
in.
treat you kindly.
Oh shit.
Especially since you guys have, like, oh, okay, I don't have any health either. Perfect.
Get the new guy! Idiots!
I was like everybody dead.
That's a good question.
Oh, something
Oh my god, how did that happen?
Okay. Well. Next three.
They need to add PvP to this game. Clearly it would be very balanced and not frustrating at all. It would
Yes.
work. Moe's with Slacker, game over. Make it a BR while they're at it. Why not?
Oh. Yeah.
At least up Lawrence's insert clickbait title here. Isn't that in and of itself a clickbait title? I feel like the whole edgy, like, fucking fourth wall breaking title. Sometimes it works.
You won't believe who murdered this game.
1025. I'm using bartender. And
I guess I ain't gonna have everyone else. No one's gonna quit Shadowkeep. Fuck it, they're gonna stay up all night. They get to play. It's time. They all seem so much happier. Even Broman. Like, he especially looks happier. Destiny's his game. Hey, good song. So what happens when you have a game get designed by a behavioral psychologist? You get fucking hooked. Yeah, we know how the brain is wired. We'll just design the game to hit all those circuits.
Should have seen it coming. Exactly what I was afraid of.
Stop talking about
The streams
Dennis
with
like
Jedi
she's
came
already
in.
dead. There's still
I gotta go to
time.
bed. School. He is in bed.
Of course.
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. When did the front window get broken? Felix?
Which, that right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's when she hijacks the ship and she takes it into an asteroid field.
Ah, okay.
So, spoiler, we are crazy close to opening the Great Wall. We found the key,
Spoiler.
and it is huge. So we need a craft center for Iridium to charge it. You know what that means? Let's drive. And since our followers...
Yeah, she learned this from tax season. I've been a part of one of these before.
Would you believe it? Weird scientist was our most...
We gotta get this money. We do.
annoying robot.
Pay our bills.
Speaking of murder, Carnivores getting hungry.
This is it, guys. If we don't hit the fucking money marker this time, it's over. My parents will die. I'll have to foreclose my house. I'll have to leave this apartment where I'm so happy. I have to leave my wife. The cat will die. I will shrivel to nothing. The channel will die, and it'll be all your fault. Raises
You won't get videos on demand on YouTube.
raises $15,000. 2 months later, sometimes less. This is it, guys. If I don't get this money raised, I'm gonna have to give out this condo that I love. I'm gonna have to stop doing this thing that I love.
I'm gonna
bring
have
some
to
great
shoot
content
this
for
puppy.
you. Tell me, come on, you're a smart guy, Russo. On what psychological level does that continue to work?
Depends on how dumb your target audience is. They're pretty stupid.
Does he get fresh
Hypnosis.
blood every so often? Is that how it keeps going?
No. His problem is he taps out his whales. And his whales are far smaller than they used to be.
Well, it seemed to quit like every so often. It seems like he loses people. So how has he managed to maintain so much fundraising?
It's like you gotta forget what he said yesterday and only what he's saying right now.
Yeah.
He made $3,000 in a weekend. The next week he's like, guys, the bills coming up next month. Oh my god.
He bleeds people
can't
worse than
afford
we
this.
bleed people. So what was this last one? He had to raise $2,000, and it turns out it was for a cat that he already owned.
Oh, that was a while back. The Lisa one was, well, he's doing like a $100 tip goal every night for some reason. He's never hitting it.
Lisa.
He wants to make like, you know, he wants to make $600
Heading to an outpost called
in a
Roland's
week.
Rest. Vaughn will do.
And he had like a retrospective event where like all he did was watch his old videos. And his goal was like $1,000. He made it to 136.
Hi, hello?
If he does that, he'll be making $28,000 in a year. Damn, he still won't be doing very
Just
good.
Everyone wants a piece.
Oh yeah, just from tips, that's true.
Gallows humor aside, a rescue would be quite welcome, as I'm to be tortured and killed for the amusement
But he's
of the
not
crowd.
hitting it, so...
I still have some tricks up my sleeve, but I think using them would only
What's that
change the method
sub
of
number
my
is that?
I think his floor is 400. But he can go up as high as 500 something if he gets enough gifted subs.
What's the
He'll be
latest?
like, yeah, if we don't hit the sub goal, sorry guys, we can't do whatever.
Can't play the game
Like
you
some
already own.
guy, yeah, can't. Got gifted 20 subs to make it.
Don't you understand? I represent the law.
What's the latest with wings?
Up we go.
he had a reapproachment with one of those guys he used to do that podcast with. That's nice.
Is he becoming like salvaged?
Well, it's 2 steps diagonally, 1 step back with him.
Diagonally, yeah.
It's just, yeah, because you know he's depressed, anxious, and then he like really bitches out on the video game, so it's funny again.
Hell, he's doing better at weight loss than Boogie. He got the cheapo one. Went down to Mexico.
Got the El Cheapo.
Yeah, he got the El Cheapo, but he really is doing more than Boogie. Like, he does look a lot skinnier, but Boogie just goes
Shouldn't get that
up
big
and
up.
down.
And he like freaks out. It's like he's only trying to please people who hate him.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's strange. It's really strange. He's got all these people who say all these amazingly nice things about him, and he doesn't seem to give a shit about them. But whenever someone says one thing negative, that's the person he pays attention to.
The guy's sorry, I'll be your DSP. I'll be your wings. But y'all are worse than Hitler.
Yeah, he was doing okay till he said that. But that threw it out of the window. I think he's gonna run out of money, this guy. He's got every single day he's doing psychology. He's got a therapist with him every day. He's buying the Tesla.
Get a $100,000 Tesla.
He still spends money like it's the height, the height of YouTube.
Yeah, he can't afford to be a sugar daddy if he keeps that spending money.
But they've all got that. His YouTube just is not near what it was at one time. He maybe gets 60,000 views, and he used to be steady, 150K, 100K easy. He's lucky to hit that anymore.
Definitely.
It's kind of interesting because he is one of those older school YouTubers, and he's in the middle of one of those falls, and like the old school guys, their fall was just like overnight. They were there, then they weren't, like Freddy. But him, you're going to get to see this thing live over the course of many months. The war of attrition as he bleeds subs and bleeds support.
Hey, welcome to the new clan, the Pictorial Liberation Alliance. I'm just kidding. Go Crimson Raiders!
He's kind of good at what he does. He's good at telling stories. He's good at
forget me, bandit bro?
presenting himself in a light that would make you feel like his story is tragic. But he just goes in circles. He claims he's going to change everything, and he's on the like up and up, and he wants to transform his life, but he just stays in one place.
There's goblin food
Who's this
and cousin
carnivore
coke.
then? I'm already killing him, her, or them
Maintaining
in
them,
my
and then
mind.
he cheaped out on getting those teeth, so like he has huge teeth in his mouth.
Those teeth, man.
I saw that.
Carnivore is the most popular Calypso fan stream in the galaxy, bro. Pain and Terror take kill requests non-stop.
The thing is kind of tragic. I mean, his teeth were really rough, and he finally goes and gets himself some new teeth, but they're really too big. Like, a lot of people do have, like Steve-O made a good YouTube video on his teeth.
Ah, damn it! I didn't think I'd actually end up liking any of you people. Yeah, I'll save her.
But the thing that made me lose a lot of empathy for him is he talked about his teeth like he can tell he's more. This is supposed to be a streamer. He can tell he's more attractive. He said he had women staring at him, and you could really tell that.
I bet they're staring. Like, oh my god, there's land whales.
I gotta tell you, Gearbox is full of shit. They're like, oh, well, we only made this streamer crazy because it's about, like, what could happen if a streamer was bad. This is supposed to be a streamer room. There's fucking porno mags everywhere, food everywhere, the bed's a mess, screens everywhere.
It's
on the wall.
Too close to home.
It says adult, but it is too close to home. In their heart of hearts, it's just like Randy saying that Baru was adorable for some reason and telling Mac, go fuck yourself. He wants the old school media to still be in power.
Like when Game Informer's said that there were microtransactions, instead of him saying, no, actually they're not, he's like, I can't believe you fucked me with this. Like, what?
Yeah, he can just get crude out of nowhere. Doesn't act like someone you would expect to be in charge of a multi-million-dollar company, but that is what it is.
But he's the head.
Yeah, the head. Or at least not claim that you're like a real fucking smart, balanced person. Like he does put on those airs of respectability.
He's the one with the USB drive.
Yeah.
They're putting streamers with that actually.
I just think him talking shit about content creators is weird. I don't think he wanted to accept the idea that a new media had come in. He wanted the days back of G4 and mainstream media only, and you could really control the whole thing. Which is kind of what happened with the review cycle on this game, where 2K only put out those limited review copies, and they really controlled the numbers on it early on. They were able to dictate the narrative like you would have been able to in the older days, when you only had IGN and GameSpot and a few paper magazines and G4. And that was the other half of that whole Gamergate thing. You know, of course, the big thing that people remember is the whole men are evil and attacked women, which probably happened. I'm sure that there was a huge part of it that was a part of that, but part that I really remember was people like Adam Sessler were taking graft to change their review scores because so much money rode on the review scores. They were realizing your sales really balanced on a razor's edge, and if your numbers were down on the critical reviews, people just didn't buy your game. It probably deserves an 85, but I think they were also really fucking careful not to let the thing get out of hand. But hey, Division did that too. Was able to get really, really great reviews right at the opening, and no one seems to give a shit about it anymore.
Only the most dedicated followers get in, so you're gonna have to give up your car as an offering.
But that's a 2K thing, and Randy's just Randy. The thing Randy gets is we all sit here and keep talking about him, keep buying his games, so we're the one getting outplayed, probably. See, he'll cash in on it. Unlike Boogie. Boogie could have cashed in on that drama that he got in on Reddit, but instead he went into apology mode again.
I just crashed my game.
It died?
I was made for this!
Why you do this, Gearbox? Oh, we still haven't started the conveyor? Oh, my bad. I'll get it going. Well, I suppose that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about someone we actually know more about, or at least Wilson knows more about. 10 years from now, when tax season decides it's time to get into the workforce again. How does this look like? What does it look like?
It looks like, hey, that's that guy who jacked off on stream that one time. That's every time he pops up on like Reddit that's not like dedicated to streamers like that. I'll be like, hey, isn't that that guy? It's like, that's the guy. That's his vet. he wants to deny it. Like, oh, it's other people's fault.
He seems to have a mixed relationship with it. Welcome back, something. Yeah, we're doing some TVHM. We got Gunner in here, and Wilso and Justin. It claims Gunner's in here, but it's actually Justin. But yeah, we're making good progress. We're about to kill Pain and Tear at the very least. How was Shadowkeep? Something? Did you get in? It's like sometimes he wants to own it and make it a part of his legacy and like this funny thing that happened, and other times
you're toxic.
Yeah, and he kind of denies it and tries to play it down, like the idea that kids couldn't, that people make it up and sound like he, you know, masturbated in front of a kid, and
all DSPs are taxis of pedophiles, 1,000 kids watching.
What's his defense for that?
There's no real defense. He's just trying to say like people are blowing out of proportion or something. I'm like, dude, you still did it. Like initially, he just said he was scratching his leg and denying it until Keemstar.
While he's fucking moaning and groaning and his eyes are rolling back in his head.
He just, yeah. Like, oh yeah, I got that itch in just that spot.
It says so much about him is the problem. Like, before we stream, I do like Peter Piper, Pick to Pecker, Pickle Pepper, Pickle Pepper, Peter Piper, Pick, and do that whole thing. Like, try to warm up my voice a little bit, walk around. This guy decides he's gonna blow a load before he streams. It's so weird. You're about to interact with people. Yeah, I mean, that's the worst part. But it's like, one, you're about to interact with people in the middle of the day, sitting at your desk. Like, it's just not the time or the fucking place. But you're about to go to work. Why would you jerk off right before you go to work? In the middle of work, actually, he's jerking off. And then, like you said, he doesn't even fucking wipe his hands off. He just grabs the controller and starts going at it.
Oh, what's up, Booin? Hello, hello. Oh, camera's on. Well, the whole time, huh? So...
He doesn't, like, go... He doesn't have his shirt on his fucking stomach. He doesn't have a rag around him. Is he just sitting there with his fucking limp dick flopping around post-jerk off the whole stream?
Yeah, it's like, what's up? Maybe that's how he gets off. Like, imagining all the people just sitting there before the stream starts. Well, all the guys.
That's like the ultimate Bachelor Frog move, man. It's just shameless. Like, has he ever heard of jerking off in the shower? That's by far the easiest fucking place to jerk off. It's private, it's clean. Just get the job done and move on with your day. Not right in the middle of a damn work shift on your work couch. I got it 7-ish, it was decent. Moon's super haunted, so they weren't lying about that. It was decent. So you're kind of off it already? Need some post-nut clarity, dude. Has anyone here ever wanted to jerk off in the middle of a fucking work shift? Is that just a universal no? See, with just...
I can't see it's crossing my mind.
Yeah, it's just a level of shamelessness you're not normally accustomed to. He didn't even turn red in the face, though.
He just turned off the stream. He was like, oh, I was just scratching my leg, Danny. One mention.
Was there any break after that? Does he go to break, or does the show go just start?
He turned the camera off so he could, like, I don't know.
Oh, maybe cleaned up a little bit. Well, that's good. If he would have just kept fucking going, man, that's awful.
He's Bachelor Frog, though. That's why the frog emote became such a big deal. He was such a
Pepe?
No, OS Frog. It's like a Twitch Global emote.
Okay. So they were calling him Bachelor Frog?
Yeah, and now he has his own DSP Frog emote.
Oh, nice. It's brutal, but... at the same time, it's
true.
If he would have just avoided that interaction, right? It just takes a little bit of, not even a fucking measurable amount of self-discipline to not jerk off in places you're not supposed to jerk off.
It's like you're a cam girl at that point.
Right.
Which is fine for cam girls, but you want us to take it seriously.
I mean, people go to jail if they fucking go into a movie theater or go into a park and start beating their fucking meat. In fact, I assume that if you work in an office and they catch you in a bathroom, you'd probably be in some trouble. But I suppose the punishment's in and of itself, just the fact that it follows you forever. As on the internet, it's so brutal. The internet never
this guy's so greedy for his YouTube views. Like, that video was still up, but it was private. So he could keep the views, and then, like, when